All right, so I've had some technical difficulties. Now I'm back. I'm trying to set up the camera so that it's not, let's see. There we go, perfect. I don't want it to show like my boobs the whole time. All right, so I have some beads to share with you, and then I'm gonna do a Bridgerton inspired beaded bag, and I have even little feathers that are gonna go beaded onto this bag, which I'm like a little bit hesitant. It's been taking me a few days to get back to this project. I've been procrastinating like big time because I'm kind of freaking out. I've never beaded anything before. So these are some like little templates. This is like my first attempts, which are a little wonky. But now I'm gonna start this. So I'm freaking out a little bit, but it's time to get started. So for this, I have this clear thread. I went ahead and checked all of my beads to make sure that they fit through the needle. So I have a super thin needle here. Please make sure that this fits through because that will affect everything that you're doing. If this doesn't fit through the hole, then you're gonna have issues. So I went ahead, there was a pile of beads. Some of them did fit through, some of them didn't, but that one obviously does. And these ones almost always fit through the needle, but like I said again, this is a really thin needle. So let me get started. If the music is too loud, please comment or something so that I can know that for the future. So yeah, let's get started. Just checking the live stream. I'm trying to set everything up so I can watch at the same time. But yes, here we go. I saw some videos where they said to double thread it, so make sure that you have 2 pieces in the thread. So we're double threading this just to start. And this is clear thread. It's really thin. I don't have any info on like how thin it is, but you can buy this. Let me know if you guys want links to the stuff I use. I just buy at random shops, but I have a vlog coming out soon of like me going around the fashion district here in New York. So if you guys are looking for different places, it's kind of hard to find stuff for handbags. I don't know what you guys are making. Maybe you guys are making clothing. There is more opportunities for clothing here in New York, but there's less for handbags. I'm not going to make it too long because if I make a mistake, I want to just undo it and not feel too bad. So I'm not going to go crazy and make it super long like I usually do. I'm actually going to bring it back in. I made it too long already. So I'm kind of doing like my arm's length of thread just so I don't waste too much because this stuff isn't free. Like it all costs money, you know. So I'm putting this back and I'm just gonna knot this like everyone does. I just try to make it as even as I can. Alright. And I just do a regular knot. I'm gonna do probably 3 knots on this. Yeah, and let me show you guys a little bit more. So I picked up this felt and I'm stitching this on the inside just to give the bag a little bit more like body, but it might warp some of your stuff. So make sure that you're careful and don't pull too tight. And I'm gonna show you guys the technique that I saw earlier, which was just kind of pulling on the beads and like how to place the beads. So this is like a mini vlog, like a mini stream. I'm not gonna stream the entire process because who wants to watch that? that's a lot. It's a lot of work. And there we go. So it's like 3 now, or maybe I did 2, I can't remember, but I'm gonna do one more just in case I forgot. Because it's fine, no one's gonna see this. It's gonna be beaded on the inside. And what I did was I had the felt, I cut it out without seam allowance, I think, or no, actually I did include seam allowance on my felt version. So I can't really pull out everything and show you the back. Hold on, I'm gonna try to show you the back of this canvas. This is just a board, like, 1 second. Ah, there we go. I'm seeing what I'm showing you. There we go. So this is kind of the back. I've pinned it. I've used double-sided tape to kind of tape this out here. And yeah, ooh, I'm losing some pins. I'm gonna flip it back and get back to what I was doing. So there we go. I'm putting that back down. And I'm messing up my station. I'm moving stuff. No. Okay, it's fine. I'll fix it. Ah, I'm unpinning this. Great. Love it, love it. I did it for you guys. So like and subscribe because I did it for you. I messed up my station for you. Okay, so now that we're here, I did loosen some of these by mistake. Some of these little pins that I had kind of got loose. So what I'm gonna do, actually, and I can show you guys that too, is I pinned this out. I use these little T pins. You can get them at any fashion store, or you can get them online, I'm pretty sure. Here you go. So I'm gonna pin this one down. Oops, I'm moving the camera. Don't want to do that. Okay, there we go. And then if you're having trouble, you can use a little mallet like this, like a little hammer. And so I'm just gonna stretch this back out to make sure that it's as stretched as possible and pin. And if you need to, you can like tap down and pin. So with the little hammer, hold on. Ah. All right. And that's why I like the little T's, because you can like definitely hammer them down. Not too hard, but just like a little bit to make sure that everything is in its place. So be soft with it, because this is still silk. Well, mine is silk. Yours can be cotton, and then you can embroider that way if you have something that's cotton. I love natural fibers. All right. I'm freaking out. I'm like not wanting to do it yet. I'm kind of like, eee! All right, I have to jump in and just start, because that's what we gotta do. We gotta just get it together. All right, so here is the thread, and I'm gonna start somewhere like towards the bottom. I feel like I'll be more comfortable doing that. I see a little spot here that's red, which, ew, gross. No, I don't need that little spot right now. So I'm gonna make sure to cover that spot up. Let me make sure that I'm on camera. I don't know how well this is. I'm gonna check the camera. Let me just put down the needle. I'm gonna put the needle like halfway. I've also marked out everything with chalk so I know where my borders are. So I'm gonna put this stitch. I'm trying to line it up with the little dot that I don't like. So there we go. Let me make sure that that's visible in the camera. It is. Cool. Okay, perfect. You guys can see that. This is chalk, don't worry. There's like little pieces of chalk. So for the chalk outline, I'll show you guys that too, because I don't think this is something I think is made in Japan, but I think you can get these at almost any store. So this has chalk filled inside, and it's really crucial for like all of my stuff. Okay, so now I'm pulling it through. Ah, I'm freaking out. I know, I'm super nervous. I don't know why, but. All right, so I'm pulling this. I'm just lightly pulling it. I'm not pulling too hard because I don't want to rip anything. And I have some templates that I made which let me show you guys. I made some little templates for myself of kind of what I want to do with the beading so that I can have like little ideas. I think I made like 10 of them, different patterns, so I can just kind of not think too much and just go, go, go. So I'm just gonna grab some of these beads. I think I'm gonna do like 4. Oh, I'm wondering if I should do more or just leave it at 4. I'm overthinking everything, guys. But I'm just gonna start moving because that way my hands will just have to move. And I'm gonna put in some of these like lighter silver beads. They're almost the same as the blue, but because I made this is like a silvery blue because it is for wedding season. This is what I have so far. Hold on. It's kind of what I have right now. I think I want to add more. I want to make it longer. I can kind of check here too, like how I'm doing before I pull it through and take it off the needle. I'm going to triple check myself if I like it. So I'm just dangling it here. I think I'm going to make it one more. I'm going to add in the one more little dot at the end. But for now, I think this is going to be my first one. I'm freaking out. All right. Let's go. So there we go. I just put down my first one. So I'm going to push these beads back. I'm going to pull them down and move my hands out of the way. I'm going to pull them down like this. And I need to get under here too. So I'm going to sit down. I'm kind of freaking out. Oh, I need to cover this little spot. So that little dot that I want to cover, I'm going to cover with one random little ball. So I think my random one's going to be silver too, which I'll go back to this little silver. Okay. So I have my hand under here just kind of bracing the silk. Okay. So I hope that's in a good spot. I'm freaking out. This is my first one going down. Eee! Okay. It seems perfect. It's not too tight. You don't want it to have too much of like a little weird loop because then it's gonna be like wonky. So it's just tight enough that it stays straight and it's flat to the actual thing. So that looks great. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. So now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna loop around. I'm gonna put one more little dot and then I'm gonna go back down and loop around all over so keep this whole thing in place. So I'm gonna cover this little red dot that I wanna cover. I'm putting a little skip bead that's just like randomly there. And then I'm gonna show you guys how I go back and force this to stay down nicely. So here's this. And put this down. All right. So what you wanna do is kind of like push down the bead so that it's laying flat. Okay, so I'm just putting it, so if the hole is here, you don't want to put it through the same hole. You want to put it like like a little space away from where that main hole is. So I hope I'm explaining that correctly, but let me try to explain it with like these paper clips. Anyway, so if I'm putting it down here, I don't want to put it in the same hole. I want to put it like right there where it's like on the edge. It's touching, but it's not like in that exact spot. So I hope that's, yeah, like this, like so close, but not touching, like almost not even kissing, like where it's barely touching, but like a little distance away. So I'm gonna lift this back up. I'm gonna put, I found my sweet spot where I think it is like, it is so close, but it's not on top of it. So now I'm gonna pull through. Ah, my threads are getting dangled. I wanna make sure that they're good, so I'm gonna undangle them as much as I can. And I have one rogue one, so it's twisted. I'm gonna make sure to untwist that. Okay. Ah. All right, so I'm holding it down and I pulled a little tighter. So now that's there. I'm freaking out, but I'm happy. It's looking good so far. In a good spot. So now I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna go back to the first one here, to this first little dot, and get close to where the bar is here, like this. So let me grab the camera and show you guys. So, hold on, I wanna show you guys up close. Okay, so I'm trying to make this bead lay flat. Ow, I just almost stabbed myself. I'm gonna make sure to push this down before I pull it through. But this is right here. This is moving around, so I wanna make sure to make it go down. So I'm gonna loop around all of them. So I'm gonna loop around each one and make sure that they're tight. And then because the thread will end here at the bottom, I can skip over to the next one. So they're gonna be different heights. They're gonna be kind of scattered. But I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of how to go and make this beading, and I'm not gonna make you sit through the whole video. But I'll come back once I'm towards the end and just show you guys. I'll probably make a little mini vlog and show you guys the end and like some of the fast motion of me doing it. But let me put you guys back so you guys can see me finish stitching this. And there we go. Hold on one second. Let me check the camera. Okay, let me try to get closer. I am too far away. Okay, I think that's better. It will focus. There we go. We're focused. I wonder if I can zoom on this. Oh snap, I can zoom. Perfect. You guys can get a better view. All right. So yes, you see how that bead just straightened out? Perfect. I'm not gonna pull too much, but I'm just gonna make sure. And I'm gonna push this over and try to get really close and look under here and see where the needle is. Whew. Ooh, don't want to pull too much. Alright guys, so I'm going to go through and bead all of these little spots. I have a meeting that I have to run to. But yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at. Let me show you guys really quick. I have to jump on a call. So see, I want to make sure that it's not getting too twisted, so I'm going to make sure to push and hold these in place for the time being and push them up towards the other one. So I'm going to be careful. And that's why you want to use the clear thread too, because that way you don't have to think too much. The thread won't be visible no matter what's going on. And just make sure that you're pulling on everything good and tight. Getting knotted, but there we go. All right, there we go. It's coming together. I have to go hop on this call, but thank you guys so much for checking out this stream. I'm gonna show you guys some more fast motion in a vlog, but see, be careful because you can get a knot like that. I don't want to have this knot. See, even me, I knew something was gonna be weird. I gotta get this knot out. All right, I'm gonna get this knot out, but I have to get on a call. So thank you guys so much. Bye.